Hello, I'm Bishop Andreas. I'm Bishop of the Diocese of Stockholm in the Lutheran Church of Sweden. Well, it's important for the Church of Sweden to be present here at the COP because care of creation, our commitment to serve not only human beings but the whole of creation is at the core of Christian faith. To care for creation is not something on the margins of Christian life. It is spot on in the middle of what it means to be Christian, or what it means to be a church, what it means to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. So that's one of the reasons that Church of Sweden and so many other churches are here at the COP. Well, my perception of the COP and what has caught my attention, I think I'm not really into the negotiations very much. I don't follow them, but from what I understand, it's quite contentious. The countries are standing pretty far from each other on a number of different issues. So it's a difficult negotiations, that's what I hear. But what really has brought my attention is I think two things. One is the young people and young adults that I've met here. I've met quite a number of young people from Sweden, from Brazil of course, because we are in Brazil, but also from other Latin American countries, Colombia, Chile, Bolivia, and also from the United States and Germany and elsewhere, Ukraine this morning. And what really strikes me is the power and the commitment of these young people and how knowledgeable they are. They really know what's at stake. They understand a lot of the science, and they understand the unwillingness or the insufficiency of the decisions that have been made so far globally and in many countries. And the second thing that has really struck me is that I think corporations, big companies and faith-based organizations are making connections increasingly, because there are also bad corporations who just want profit, money, but there are also an increasing number of strong companies who have a moral base for what they do, which is not only about making money, and we can really connect with that as people of faith. There are so many good companies, and I think we can be a driving force, maybe sometimes pushing the politics. So those are two things that I bring with me. The task of the church in this challenging time of climate change, I think there are several things. First of all, we as churches also must decrease our carbon footprint. We must also ourselves do what we can as organizations, as alliances to lower our emissions and so forth. We cannot just point at others and tell them to do it. We have to do it ourselves. But secondly, what really the churches, not only the Church of Sweden, but many churches are emphasizing is the importance of justice. We need a just transition, not just a green transition, it needs to be just. And that's why we as churches speak a lot about climate justice. That's an important term, it's an important concept for us. Meaning that those who have contributed the most to the situation need also to pay, so that those who haven't contributed, but who are now being affected more than others, can adapt and their societies to the changing climate. How can we improve the collaboration between churches and communities? Well, I think we are part of the community. Sometimes we speak as if church is something outside the community, but the church is our community, and church life and faith leaders are affecting and influencing their communities. So I think the collaboration can take place in many times, but part of it is that leaders of faith can inspire their communities to move in a certain direction of a more sustainable future. Many churches can contribute with education, with awareness building and capacity building. So those would be a few. And I see that during my week here in Belém, I've met several of our partners as ACT Church of Sweden and as the Lutheran World Federation. And they are doing great work, and most of that work is really community-based. It's driving change from the community level onwards. So I think this is already happening, but of course it needs to continue to grow and have an even bigger influence. So what message do I want to give to people who are involved, who work for the betterment of the world, and especially you said for the care of creation? Well, I think congratulations to you, because you're on the right side of history, and also you're on the side with God. So the Holy Spirit is with you as you work, as you engage, as you are passionate about the creation and taking care of it. God is with you. The Holy Spirit is with you. Jesus says in the Beatitudes, he says that blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. And he also says that blessed are the peacemakers, they will be called the children of God. And if you care for creation, you are indeed a peacemaker, and you are indeed thirsty and hungry for righteousness. So congratulations to you for your work, and just keep on doing it. God is with you.